What if destiny wasn't just about fighting for your home, but about sailing off the edge of the map? Sailing beyond everything you know to claim, well, to claim a kingdom of your own.
That's a powerful idea to start with.
Welcome, everyone, to the Deep Dive. This is
Yeah.
where we take your sources, we dig deep, and we pull out the really compelling stuff for you. And today, wow, we are embarking on quite the journey
We really are.
into the heart of a Viking legend, the Saga of Eirik Wolf-Blood.
Mm-hmm.
And this deep dive, it's all based on this single, really powerful narrative document. It paints such a vivid picture of one man's incredible journey. It's quite transformative.
It absolutely is. It's a gripping story. And our mission here really is to pull out those, surprising details, explore the world it shows us, which is incredibly vivid,
Yeah.
and try to understand what this saga tells us about things like heroism, sacrifice, and that relentless chase after destiny. We're not just looking at what happened in Eirik's life, though that's fascinating enough. We want to get into why it matters and maybe what questions it throws up for you listening in about your own path.
Exactly. So let's set the scene. Try to picture this. You're in the icy fjords of Vestfold. The wind is howling, like properly howling.
You can almost hear it.
Yeah. Carrying the smell of the sea, but also, kind of ominously, this hint of war on the air. The sun's low, red winter sun just bleeding light across the snow, long ships rocking in the harbor.
It's a stark image, very atmospheric. This is the world of Eirik Wolf-Blood.
And Eirik himself, quite the character, right?
Oh, definitely. His name alone, Wolf-Blood, it comes from two things, the saga says. One is the streak of silver in his hair, really distinctive. And the other, his sheer ferocity in a fight. He's only 24 winters old, apparently.
Young.
Yeah, but the scars he carries, they tell you he spent more time in battle than, living peacefully. And around his neck, a Thor's hammer pendant.
Significant.
Very. It was a gift from his father and his father. Well, he sailed west and just never came back. Sets up a bit of foreshadowing, maybe.
Definitely feels like it. And right from the start, there are these chilling signs, these omens.
Mm-hmm. The whispers in the village.
Exactly.
Yeah.
About a raven perched on the chieftain's hall for 3 whole days, just cawing.
Unsettling.
And then you've got old Hilda Bonai, the seeress. She claims Odin himself sent that raven. A warning.
A warning of what?
Not just bad weather. A storm of blood and steel.
Wow. Okay, so the tension is palpable right from the beginning.
Totally. It's incredible how quickly you're just pulled into this world where fate feels like it's literally being whispered on the wind. It's not just background noise.
No, it's more than just setting a mood. These details, they plunge you into a culture where omens, divine signs, they weren't just like folk tales.
Right.
They were real, part of everyday life, shaping how people thought, how they reacted. It suggests this worldview where, any little thing the wind and animals cry could be a message straight from the gods.
Yeah, it paints this picture of a life just steeped in cosmic meaning. I wonder, though, did that belief make them, more reckless or maybe more cautious, thinking the gods are watching every move?
That's a great question, because that conflict, it arrives fast. The one stirring things up is Jarl Skarde from the north. His longships dragon-prowed, black sails, they're spotted crossing the fjord.
Okay, so the threat is real. What's the reason given?
Well, the stated reason is a blood feud. Apparently one of Skarde's nephews was killed.
Ah, the classic blood feud.
And here's where you see that classic theme, the difference between the stated reason and the real motive.
Yeah.
Everyone knew what Skarde really wanted, the fertile pastures, the silver mines in Eirik's homeland, much more valuable than settling a score.
So the feud was just a pretext. It's
Wow.
amazing how these ancient stories show power dynamics we still see today, isn't it? Geopolitics, Viking style.
Pretty much. Resource grabs dressed up as something else.
So how did Eirik's community react? What did they do?
Well, they held a thing. That's their, traditional council of free men.
Right, the assembly.
Exactly. Chieftain Brander calls for warriors, makes the case, and Eirik, he steps forward immediately. No hesitation. Hand right on the hilt of his sword, Frostfang.
Frostfang, great name.
Isn't it? And right there with him, his childhood friend, Bjorn Half-Troll. Described as this absolute giant of a man. Laughs loud, acts sharp.
The loyal companion. You need one of those in a saga.
You really do. And then comes the oath. The saga really stresses this part. Sworn before the gods, Odin, Thor, Freyja.
The big 3.
Sealed with mead and the blood of a sacrificed goat. The narrative is clear. This wasn't just going to war. It was like a bargain with the divine.
You can feel the weight of that. It's not just loyalty to a leader, it's a commitment to the gods themselves.
Yeah.
Heavy.
It really underlines the spiritual dimension. This wasn't just signing up for a fight. It was this sacred, probably terrifying, life-changing contract. And so the long ships push off, fjords black as tar, rhythm of the drums driving the oarsmen into the fight.
Yeah. And the enemy. When did they show up?
At dawn, their sails catch the wind and the description is chilling, like the wings of carrion birds.
Oof. Okay. And the clash.
Godden. Brutal, just immediate violence. Arrows hissing, thudding into shields, grappling hooks biting wood, warriors leaping onto decks, screaming. It's pure chaos.
Sounds terrifyingly real.
And Eirik, he's in the thick of it. Fights like a man possessed, apparently. Cuts down 2 enemies right away.
But even he can't be invincible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's this moment. A spear hits his shield, splits the wood right open. He's exposed. And just as the blade comes for his neck,
Bjorn
steps in, saves him, cleaves the attacker clean in half. That's the kind of loyalty we're talking about.
Wow. The chaos, the danger. You really get a sense of Viking combat.
Yeah.
And that brotherhood forged right there in the middle of it all.
Absolutely. But the aftermath, it's grim. The deck is slick with blood mixed with seawater. Ravens are circling overhead, that image again.
Always the ravens.
Yeah. The seas littered with broken shields, bodies drifting. Eirik's ship limps home, half the crew gone. This isn't glorious battle. It's raw, it's bloody, and the cost is incredibly high.
A brutal reality check.
And it's right after this, rising from that brutality and loss, that Eirik's story takes this huge, unexpected turn. That very night, something happens.
The vision.
The vision. He dreams he's standing on a field of snow. And looking down at him, this one-eyed figure, cloaked in shadows.
Odin.
Has to be right.
Yeah. So his personal struggle, the war, suddenly meets this divine intervention. What does Odin say?
The god speaks, but his lips don't move. The voice just says, Wolf-Blood, your fate lies not in these fjords. Sail west to where the sun dies and claim a kingdom of your own.
Wow, a direct command.
But with a warning. Beware, every crown is paid for in blood.
Chilling. And when Eirik wakes up?
He wakes up, and guess what's at the foot of his bed?
The raven.
The very same raven from the chieftain's hall. It just sits there for a moment and then flies off, almost like beckoning him to follow.
Okay, that's undeniable, a confirmation.
It's a huge moment. It challenges everything. Stay and fight the immediate war, or follow this divine call to a completely unknown destiny. It makes you wonder, is real destiny about defending what you have or seeking something totally new?
A massive choice. But the war with Jarl Skarde, it wasn't finished yet, was it?
No, not at all. It grinds on for months. Every raid gets bloodier, just this attritional, awful conflict.
Until the final showdown.
Until the final battle. Eirik finally faces Skarde himself, one-on-one, right on the shore, waves crashing around their feet, steel on steel.
The climactic duel.
Skarde's axe bites deep into Eirik's shoulder. It looks bad for a second, but Eirik just roars like something out of a legend and drives Frostfang right through the Jarl's chest. Victory. But, just like the prophecy hinted, the cost, it's immense. Bjorn, his loyal friend,
oh no,
he's dead. Lying there, his huge body surrounded by the enemies he took down with him. A hero's death, but still devastating for Eirik.
That's heartbreaking. Victory tastes bitter, then.
Completely. Eirik burns Bjorn's body on a funeral pyre. The flames reach up to winter sky. A really poignant final farewell.
So peace returns to the fjords.
Peace returns. But Eirik, he can't shake Odin's words, that vision. So he makes his choice.
He goes west.
He prepares a long ship, paints the sail red as blood, gathers a handful of loyal men who'll follow him anywhere, and sets his course west, towards the unknown, towards his destiny, leaving everything behind.
Just sails off the map, basically.
Essentially, yeah. The saga of Eirik Wolf-Blood, it's this incredible mix, isn't it? Fierce loyalty, brutal fighting, that undeniable divine push, and then this just audacious pursuit of a destiny he has to forge himself.
It really is monumental. That decision to leave the familiar, everything he fought for, based on a dream and an omen. It's the heart of the Viking spirit, maybe. That drive for something more.
I think so. That willingness to risk it all for something beyond the horizon. But what really gets me is that final act sailing away, leaving the victory behind for a whisper of fate.
And that resonates even now, doesn't it? That idea of choosing your own path, even if it means giving up security, comfort, stepping into the unknown.
Definitely.
So as Eirik sails west, his saga kind of ends, but also begins something new. And it leaves us thinking, right, what does it actually mean in our lives to claim a kingdom of your own? And what kind of blood price, maybe not literal blood, but what sacrifice or courage might that demand from us?
That's the real takeaway, isn't it? What personal kingdoms are out there for